Imagine walking through a dense forest, the kind where sunlight barely touches the ground, where the air is thick with the scent of pine and earth. You're with friends or family, laughing, snapping photos, enjoying the beauty of nature. Then, in an instant, everything changes. You turn around, and someone is gone. Not just out of sight, vanished. No sound, no struggle, no footprints leading away, just empty space where a person once stood. This isn't fiction. This happens in the real world, far more often than anyone wants to admit. For decades, people have disappeared in national parks and remote wilderness areas under circumstances that make no sense. These cases, often called missing for 111, share chilling similarities: victims vanishing without a trace, sometimes in areas that were thoroughly searched, often near water or large rock formations. Some are experienced hikers, hunters, or even park rangers. Others are small children who were right beside their parents moments before. And in many cases, the disappearances happen so fast it's as if the person was snatched from existence. Take the case of Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old boy who disappeared in the Great Smoky Mountains in 1969. He was playing hide and seek with his family when he ducked behind a bush. His father looked away for a few seconds, just long enough to check on his other children, and when he turned back, Dennis was gone. Search teams combed the area for weeks. Helicopters scanned from above. Trained trackers followed every possible lead, but nothing was ever found. No clothing, no footprints, no signs of an animal attack, just silence. How does a child vanish so completely in mere seconds? Then there's the story of Jared Otavero, a 3-year-old boy who disappeared in Colorado's Comanche Peak Wilderness in 1999. He was walking with a church group when he wandered ahead and simply evaporated. Despite massive search efforts, no trace of him was found until 3 years later, when his remains were discovered high on a mountainside in an area that had already been searched multiple times. Even stranger, his clothes were found neatly folded nearby, something that defies all logic. Animals don't fold clothing, neither do accidents. These aren't isolated incidents. Seasoned outdoorsmen have also vanished under bizarre circumstances. Paul Fagate, a park ranger in Arizona's Chiricahua Mountains, disappeared in 1980 while on duty. He knew the land better than most, yet he vanished without a single clue. No tracks, no signs of a struggle, no evidence of foul play, just gone. What could possibly explain these cases? The obvious theories: animal attacks, falls, sudden weather changes don't hold up under scrutiny. Where are the bodies, the torn clothing, the broken branches? In many of these disappearances, search dogs behave strangely, refusing to track or acting as if the scent just stops. Some vanishings happen in clusters, with multiple people disappearing in the same area over the years. Others involve victims being found in impossible locations miles from where they were last seen, in terrain they couldn't have crossed on their own. Then there are the more unsettling explanations. Some believe these cases point to something beyond our understanding: interdimensional phenomena, UFO abductions, or even creatures like Bigfoot. While these ideas sound like science fiction, they're hard to dismiss completely when faced with cases that defy all logic. David Paulides, a former police investigator, has spent years researching these disappearances. His work reveals patterns that are impossible to ignore. Certain national parks, like Yosemite and Yellowstone, have unusually high numbers of vanishings. Many victims are found in areas that were already searched. Some are discovered in places that would have been nearly impossible to reach on foot. And in a disturbing number of cases, the missing are young children or elderly individuals, people who wouldn't have wandered far on their own. The deeper you dig, the more unsettling it becomes. Why do so many disappearances happen near water or boulder fields? Why do some victims turn up in locations that were checked repeatedly? And why do search dogs often lose the scent as if the person was lifted straight off the ground? Perhaps the most chilling question of all is this: if people can vanish without a trace in broad daylight, in places we consider safe, then what else is out there? The wilderness has always held mysteries, but these cases go beyond simple accidents or animal attacks. They suggest something we don't yet understand, something that watches, waits, and sometimes takes. So the next time you step into the woods, take a moment to listen, not just to the birds or the wind, but to the silence between them. Because in that silence, there might be something else. And once you hear it, You might never feel alone in the wild again.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.